Welcome to the second part of the Flapper Girl makeup tutorial. Hello, I'm Haja, and in this tutorial we want to zombify the Flapper Girl look we have had previously applied in the last tutorial. So if you have missed the first part, I'm going to link it down below so you can watch it. So first of all, I'm planning to mess up my eye makeup with a cotton swab dipped into a little makeup remover. You can work on both eyes and repeat the steps on the other half of your face, but I wanted to zombify only half of my face. Smudge the eyeliner in sweeping motions and go down to your lower lash line as well and smudge the makeup. Our Flapper Girl has cried before she turned into a zombie, hence we apply a little mascara under the lower lash line as well by stomping the mascara wand onto the skin. For the next step, you can use any palette of your choice or single eyeshadows. We want to recreate a bruised eye effect, hence we choose a peachy, purple, and Bordeaux shade from the Desert Dusk palette by Huda Beauty. With a flat dense concealer brush by Real Techniques, I first apply the peachy shade Eden from the palette and applied around my eyes, mainly focusing on the parts I usually have my dark under eye circles. I also go around my eye socket and on top of my cheekbones, creating an uneven circle. Then, with the purple shade Amethyst, I go closer to my eyes and lower lashes and apply it more intensely around my tear duct. It is alright if it looks patchy, it indeed should look patchy for a more natural looking bruised effect. So go ahead and be creative with the application. Next, I switched to another palette by Tart called Tart Lip Palette in Bloom. I choose the shade Activist and apply it mainly on the parts I have smudged my eye makeup previously. Then I grab my mascara and create mascara stains with its wands by pressing the wand onto my skin around the lower lash line. For a more real looking bruised effect, I decided to apply the shade Saffron from the Huda Beauty palette on top of the parts where I have applied my purple shade Amethyst. The combination of those two colors are great for painful looking wounds. In the end, the results should have a transition from dark to light. We created that perfectly with the shade selection we chose and the technique we used to apply it. Finally, it gets bloody. I'm using an encrusted artificial blood by a German brand called Gunshot. I'm going to link the Amazon link down below. This artificial blood is very thick and creates crusty wounds. You can use cotton swabs to apply it or a detailing brush. I'm applying my bloody tears by pressing the product gently onto my skin. Here you can get creative as well, but do not overdo it with the blood, otherwise it will end up looking too messy. I also recreate a small cut through my brows with the blood. Next, I apply blood drops on the outer edge of my lips. Then I add another tear starting from my lower lash line. Be cautious and try not to get the blood into your eyes. Now I use the sponge the product came with and apply a small amount of artificial blood on top of it with the brush. Then I try to create a blood splashing effect by pressing it on top of my eyelid and around my eyes on top of the bruised eye makeup. This is it for my face. I later wear my zombie contact lenses off camera, which I'm also going to link down below. Now it is time to recreate the gunshot wound on the left side of the neck. We use fluid latex to recreate the fake skin. 3 tablespoons must be enough for this look. You should close the lid afterwards to prevent the product from drying out. Then we can use tissues or a cotton pad. Divide the cotton pad into 2 layers and only use 1 layer for the wound. Tear the edges of the cotton pad to create a more skin-like effect later on. Then create a hole in the center of the pad, which is a recreation for the bullet hole. Now apply a round layer of latex with an applicator brush on the side of your neck. Make sure you have your least favorite shirt on for protection. You can also apply the gunshot wherever you would like to. I also recommend your forehead or the temples. Once the latex is applied, place the cotton pad you have prepared on top of it. It will stick to your neck perfectly. Now it is time to cover the pad with another layer of latex. Make sure you cover all the parts. Then wait for the latex to dry halfway. Next, start to work on the bullet hole by creating the hole with the help of a tool. You can use a spatula to make the hole look deep. While waiting for the latex to dry completely, we go ahead and apply our eyeshadow shade called Saffron from the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette into the hole. We press the shade into the hole, repeating this step several times. With a foundation shade that matches your natural skin shade, we go over the latex. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 125 with a foundation brush. Make sure to blend in the fake skin well into your own natural skin. Now we want the gunshot to look painful and bruised, hence we go around it with eyeshadow. I'm using the dark brown shade Activist from the Tart palette and apply it around the fake skin. To make the wound look deep, I go around as well as into the bullet hole with the brown shade. Then I use the Bordeaux shade Saffron again and apply it around the bullet hole. The shadows we created give the eye an illusion of a deep and painful wound. In the last step, we fill in the bullet hole with the artificial blood and a detailing brush. Let the wound spill blood by creating a few blood drops around it. Now to recreate the blood splash effect, we again use our sponge and press it around the wound for a more realistic gunshot look. Last but not least, I use the concealer brush to slightly blend a few blood drops to make it look a little messy. That's it for this zombified flapper girl look. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and don't get any nightmares after watching this. This zombie look can be combined with any other Halloween costumes of your choice, so go ahead and try it on. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to not miss out on the upcoming videos, because I have a few last minute and beginner friendly Halloween makeup inspiration coming next.